Hi, everybody. This is Guy Fratelloni, and I've got a special treat for you tonight. This is the TSR Deities and Demigods 144-page hard-to-find edition. They only had one or two printings of this before they were forced to take it off the market because apparently an oral agreement is not as good as one written on paper for lawyers to peruse. Anyway, once the companies of the owners of two kinds of myths, legends, gods, got a hold that TSR produced their characters in a book of gods or this thing, they got all upset and said that they would sue the company and you were to refrain immediately from having their material in TSR's book. So the material in all subsequent editions was removed, and of course these made it out of the factory and were sold for probably close to a year. Okay, what are you missing in these books? Of course, you've got all sorts of myths and everything involved. You've got, here's a picture probably of Poseidon, and there's all sorts of things here. These are Babylonian myths, which I've turned to. No big deal there, right? These are Celtic. Anyway, I'm going to go right to the good stuff. These are the myths I'm talking about that had to be removed. These were Cthulhu mythos, and this is some excellent artwork from Errol Otis, David Trampier, and other artists. I just wanted to show you quickly what you're missing out on, that's all, because I would say about 90% of the books or more that are found in bargain bins and stuff around hobby stores do not have these in it. Look at that thing. What does it say? The deep ones? No. So otherwise, I recommend for this just read a bunch of Cthulhu novels, and you'll get the clue that some of the things the author may have been writing about. Here's a really wacky image there. Errol Otis was so good at illustrating this type of thing. Yep. Mainly, we use the demigods from 4. Oh, that ends that part. But mainly, we were using the gods for some of them, like the Norse religions, Thor, Odin, and all that. Growing up, maybe a few of the Egyptian ones, as you see here. Excellent artwork by David Trampier. And here's the other thing that they had to take out of the book. Let's see if I can get to it without, I don't want to rip or ruin anything here. I'd say this book here is in probably middle shape. It's not mint, but it's good. It's got some scuffing and some damage to it. Look at that, Assassinator of the Gods. Here's something crawling out of the ground. But yeah, they were forced to remove all this because they were novels written by other people, and apparently they asked for permission, but that's not good enough. You need everything in writing. Whoever it was turned against them and were threatening to sue the company with their lawyers, so they had to remove this material. And that's it. That's all. You've basically seen the entire thing. Here's Odin's horse. But there's always a great illustration here. I think it's coming up. Yeah. Yep, there's Thor. Of course, before he appeared in the Marvel movies anyway. But yeah, there you have it. That's what you're missing. If you haven't seen it before, any of the illustrations or anything like that, it's hard to find. You'll probably have to pay, I don't know, probably like $120 to $180 now for this book in this condition. Maybe more. They're rare now. All right. Have a good evening.